I believe that's a net number. So yeah, but I mean it was all, it all happened over one trip, and again it was just, incredibly lucky. And as you know, most of the time anybody who's been to a casino, you win, and all of anybody who's played cards in a casino knows that you often play for too long and lose whatever it is that you've won. I was fortunate enough to have to leave before that happened. So
I feel like the governor's got to be one of the luckiest people on the planet. Born into billions, comes into office after some of the more difficult times we've ever had, falls right into a bucket of COVID money and all sorts of other bailout money, and then heads off to Vegas for a weekend and makes $1.4 million. That sounds like the dream for not only myself but all of my constituents. I'm not a jealous person. Congratulations on your winnings, but cannot relate to the average man.
Until you've got a sense of reality of what a dollar means, you can't judge accurately what needs to happen with the tax regimen. And I think the perfect example of that, Leader Davidsmeyer talked about the increasing revenues that we've had over time since the governor took office, 40% additional. They have continued year in and year out along the way to continue to raise taxes and fees each and every year. There's an enhancement each and every year. How can that be? How? Yes, I understand things go up over time, but the disconnect with reality, the disconnect for not knowing what a zero balance means in a checking account, I don't trust billionaires. I don't trust this governor, don't trust the last governor. I've met a few billionaires in passing just because they happen to come down and lobby from time to time. I don't trust them at all because they've never had to be responsible. What they say goes in all of their experience up to this point in time. So $1.4 billion or $1 million in winnings, that is so absolutely disconnected. And I think if I do the math right in my head, that probably represents what a 35-year-old making $45,000 a year would make from 35 to 65 years old. And he won it sitting there. Tell me how that relates to the common man.
People know that when I got elected, and have known for some time, that I've been very fortunate in my life, and if they want to use something like that in the campaign, I don't know. But I'm not, right now I'm focused on running for re-election as governor. That's the only thing I'm focused on politically, and of course, most importantly in my job as governor today, protecting the people of Illinois from the unlawful acts of Stephen Miller and Donald Trump, Kristi Noem, Tom Homan, and Gregory Bovino.